You guys asked for it, so here it is. Sumeike .5. It's on deck. Don't go away. Alright guys, today we're going to be testing a Sumeike .5. And I've got these tapered from 24 to 12. And I've got a West Mitchell pouch on here. And this frame that we're going to be shooting, this is the Sasquatch from the Smo Show, or Jordan Smothers. Now let me tell you, in the description below, I'll put links to both these bands and the frame. And if you want to get one of these, I'm telling you, Jordan Smothers makes some great slingshots. I've tried a few of them so far, fantastic. So I'm going to turn you around, we'll give you a quick look at this guy, and then we're going to start testing these guys out and warming up the bands. I'm about 6 shots in so far, so we'll keep on shooting at that flipper down there and we'll see how things go. Well, that sucks. Woo, there we go. It's pretty accurate shooting, and it seems to actually be going traveling pretty quick. We're gonna have to go ahead and check the draw weight, but so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and check the weight with my luggage scale. I'm gonna give you the weight in pounds and kilograms. All right, they're coming in at 9.2 pounds or 4.2 kilograms. It's actually kind of heavy for 0.5 bands, maxed out. All right, so these feel pretty zippy. We're gonna have to go ahead and give this a penetration test. One time with 8mm steel and one time with 9.5. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we got our can set up just over there, right in front of the fence. We're gonna go ahead and take a shot and see how it goes. Just sitting right on top of the snow. Hopefully it doesn't hop over the fence. 8mm steel is up first. Well, let's check it out. Well, have a look at this. In through one side, and actually almost came out through the other side. We got a really nice dent on there. So we came close to getting a through and through on that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this way, and we're gonna try it with the 9.5mm steel and see how that goes. All right, here we go. Even better than I thought. Look at this. Got a good dent in the front, and we got a complete split in the back. That's traveling pretty damn good. 0.5 Sumeike, eh? Interesting. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take 5 shots with 8mm steel, and then 5 shots with 9.5mm steel, and we're gonna go ahead and call them out as we're shooting. And then hopefully we'll be able to sneak on downstairs and get some shots in the warm and see what kind of speeds we get. So here comes the first 5 shots. 8mm steel. 269.7. 268.7. Actually slipped out of my hand. 269.8. 269.7. 270.7, and I think that's our 5 shots. Okay, 9.5mm steel. See what kind of zip we're getting. Shot number 1. Ooh, 221.9. That was a terrible shot. 226.3. It's kind of funny. The 8mm steel is actually bang on, straight down the pipe, and the 9.5mm steel seems to hook around the forks a little bit. It's weird. There we go. 222.6. 221.8. seem to adjust it pretty nice. Back on target. Here comes the last shot. And 221.8. So pretty reasonable speed so far, with Sumeike 0.5 with 9.5 and 8mm steel in 4-degree weather. So I guess we gotta head on downstairs, get into the basement, take some shots, and see what kind of speeds we're gonna get with these guys in the warm. For sure, 8mm steel is gonna be around 300 feet, and we'll see about these guys with the 9.5. Hopefully we're getting around 250 feet per second. I'd imagine that's about it. Okay, so here comes the first 5 shots of 8mm steel. Shot number 1. 300.3 feet per second. .303 feet per second. .297.7. 296.5. Must have got a little short on my draw there. 300.4 feet per second. Now we got to try 9.5mm steel. Okay, here we go. 9.5mm steel. 247.4. I actually thought we were going to reach the 250 mark. Well, we may still. Let's see. 252. 250.1. That hit really damn hard. 251.5. And the last shot, Sumeike 0.5 with 9.5mm steel. 251.1. Sorry, 250.1. Nice speeds indoors. Well, let's give these guys a quick inspection. Pouch end looks good. That's usually the end that goes first. Everything else seems to be pretty damn good. All right, let's talk about these bands. All right, guys, what can we say about these Sumeike 0.5 bands? Well, I gotta say, first off, above anything else, I'm actually kind of impressed with these bands. Although the draw is a little bit heavy, it actually that heavy draw was actually giving the band some pretty good speed. And in the cold that we're in today, around 4 or 5 degrees outside, it's actually pretty good. Like I'm in a big sweater, and I'm just barely comfortable out here. So these bands actually perform pretty decent in the cold. I gotta give them that. It's not extreme cold, but it is cold nonetheless. The indoor speeds were actually pretty good. We were hitting that 300 feet per second mark, which was pretty nice. The draw, I have to say, is a little bit on the heavy side, a little bit heavier than I was expecting for maxed out bands. But to be honest, if you're actually shooting these bands, you wouldn't be shooting the maxed out. You would drop them down just a tiny bit and give you a little bit more, which would probably increase your accuracy and make the bands more comfortable to draw. The feeling of the draw itself, you could feel that they're quite zippy, and they come to a dead stop. Like when these come to the end, it's like whoop, that's it. It doesn't go any farther than what you got on there. So that is actually a pretty good feeling. So when you're doing your math, setting these things up, you know that if you're coming back here and you got to come back here, you know you cut your bands too short. And if you're going too far, you know how far you want to go with them to reach your max. Typically, when I'm making my own bands, I want to have my anchor points here, but I want to be able to pull them back to about here. So that's only about if we're talking 6 times stretch, it's only like 3/4 of a centimeter extra that I'm putting on my bands when I'm setting them up. That way I get really good consistent speed, and maybe the longevity is a little bit shorter, but I prefer performance to a longevity any day. The penetration test, I was actually pretty impressed. We almost got a through and through with both shots, and actually the heavier ammo actually almost went through both sides. Usually, the smaller ammo will do the through and through, and the bigger one puts a big dent and a small hole in the front, and then it doesn't make any kind of damage in the back end. But we got a through and through for sure with almost with 9.5mm steel. And the 8mm steel was a hole and a nice dent on the backside. So either way, those are going real fast in that kind of weather. And if we would have done that inside or in summertime, we probably would have had a through and through with both of those quite easily. So I'm quite impressed with the penetration test. And I guess we got the speeds. We could talk about the speeds. Speeds from the outdoors was actually pretty good in this kind of cold, and then going indoors, I mean, they're fantastic, hitting that 300 feet per second mark with the 8mm steel. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe it was in the 250s or 260s with the 9.5mm steel. I believe 250. So you really can't go wrong. I was told a while back that Sumeike was one of the brands that a lot of the top shooters in China were shooting with, and I can see why. They're quite good bands, especially if you got them tuned up right to your draw length and all that stuff. You'll be getting good speeds, good consistency. As for the longevity, you guys will have to test that yourself if you guys want to give these a try. There's many places that stock these bands. They can be found all over the place. So go ahead and check out Sumeike 0.5 or any of the other sizes. But let me tell you, pretty high performance bands. Oh, and by the way, this Sasquatch is a lot of fun to shoot. Check out Jordan Smothers too. I'll put a link down to him in the description for his Etsy shop, and you guys can go ahead and look out for these Sumeike bands. You can find them at I believe GZK sells them. You'll also find them at slingshooting.com, and just about everywhere else carries these bands. It's a very popular brand. Anyway, Sumeike 0.5. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. You guys stay safe, get out and practice, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. Bye-bye for now. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. So, these turned out to be some pretty damn good bands. The only knock I can give them is the draw weight's a little bit on the heavy side, but besides that, everything is spot on. On this end screen here, I'm going to attach 2 videos of bands that I've tested with my favorite draws. I think you'll enjoy these. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you again soon. You guys take care and shoot straight. Bye for now.